Hello, in the continuing video. Today we're gonna take a look at a team from HouseStark who got to rank 5 in the world with this team, which is kinda insane. We have a team here with Kommo-o in the lead. We have the Overqwil as a safe swap. Here with Dark Pulse, usually you run the Shadow Ball, but Dark Pulse helps you against some Pokemon, for example like the Snorlax. We are now going to be able to hit them with a stab move. We're going to get to the move a little bit faster. But you have some matchups, for example fighting types, where Shadow Ball would be a little bit better, but it's definitely, I think, for this team the better choice with this. And we have the Wing Attack Charizard as a closer for this team, because this Pokemon going to be able to do a lot of damage against nearly everything. He said basically if you get a shield advantage for your Charizard, it basically is already game over at the end of the day, because this thing can just nuke everything with the Blast Burn and gets to the move so fast, and it's pretty strong here. And in general, very cool team. And very cool suggestion there. I watched the stream where he played this team. He got really close to Legend and sadly didn't get it. Like, he tanked a little bit with the team afterwards, as far as I know. But also, like, if you didn't know, if you're like that high up in the leaderboard, like rank 5 and whatever, for a 3-2 you will lose the rating. Like, he was, I think, at 2,995 and went 3-2 and lost 2 points for this, which is kind of insane. But yeah, like, this team definitely is a cool one. Again, also for like those top tier teams, it's a little bit tricky. Sometimes they only work in this meta. There are different kind of metas in the Go Battle League depending on which elo you have, and it really depends on like where you are basically. Here we have an Excadrill, which is actually a kind of core breaker for this team, especially if they shield the first move there, which was the close combat, but we can farm him down. We see the Traveler coming in and we go for the bait, which at the end of the day was kinda unnecessary, as we can know. We could have actually went for another move here, but they're actually going to let this move go through as well. And now our Charizard with all the energy gonna go down because I baited way too much. So this was definitely not the ideal scenario, but we face a Quick Attack Sylveon here, which is an interesting way. I thought about it as well, and then I saw that this is definitely not the way. Like, it's just not really good, to be honest. Like, it's not horrible either, but like Charm is just a little bit too good here. Quick Attack is basically a worse version of like Fairy Wind, like does less energy generation there, so it's kinda unnecessary, to be honest. If it got Fairy Wind, it would be a different deal, but I don't think Quick Attack is definitely like way better than Charm, to be honest. Charm is just very strong. Next opponent here, we're going to see a Warren in the lead. Warren is like also one of the Pokemon where I asked him how he can deal with this one, because it's a little bit tricky. When I played against it, it was actually usually fine, to be honest. You can just go ahead and go for some baits. You can get them a little bit lower with the Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is a pretty strong move that does a lot of damage, and you can go into your Overqwil and of course threaten this Pokemon with your Dark Pulse. They go for the Earthquake, get my final shield, and they swap out now into their own Dragonite, which definitely doesn't want to get hit by this Dark Pulse here, so that's kind of nice for us. And we should be able to farm them all the way down, hopefully now. Let's see, the Dragon Claw comes through, it doesn't KO us, and we can farm it down in time. So we can go for another charge move here, which is going to be our Dark Pulse, of course, and we will be able to get this thing either low or get the final shield from them, and we can get this thing, actually completely KO this thing, as we see a Charizard on my opponent's part as well. Means we go into our own Charizard here, which will be able to go for now some Dragon Claws. They have to throw against me, they have to waste some energy against me, and that should be pretty fine here at least. But let's see, as we can go for one Dragon Claw again here, and we get the final shield by the opponent. And also, something that I saw a lot of times in the comments, I also made already a community post about this. There seems to be, for some devices or some parts of the world, extreme issues with lag right now. Like, I saw some crazy stuff on Twitter, and I never really talked about it because it literally doesn't affect me. Like, I have no issue with it. Like, I don't see lag at all, so I don't know like how crazy it is. Actually, I just see some videos on Twitter. That's all that I can say, that some people have lag. I see some comments about people having extreme lag, but for me, like, everything is perfectly fine, so I cannot really say anything about it. I don't know how strong this is. That's why I never really said anything in the videos, because literally it didn't have any effect at me, to like, to this day at least. I don't have any lag. For me, the game works perfectly fine, and I'm like, okay, what's the issue here? Like, how does this work? How crazy is the lag actually? But then I see like some videos on Twitter where like people literally have like 1 FPS in Go Battle League for whatever reason, and like nothing works, and it's like, It's kind of odd. I hope that they fix it soon at least. That's all what I can basically do here. I don't have any contact to Niantic. I'm not partnered or anything like this, so I cannot talk to them and know like how the standing is. They must know that they like, I'm pretty sure they're aware because I saw other partners talk about it. So yeah, I cannot do anything. I don't have contact to anybody at Niantic, so we just have to wait and see until it's fixed for you guys, because for me, I don't have the issues, so I don't know. I cannot really do anything. I cannot really say anything about it. I don't know. We see a Warring coming in here, as this Warring going to go ahead and go for some Icicle Spears. I think we're still going to be able to survive those, though. I actually went straight 5-0 with this team. Afterwards, my games were also not as good, to be honest. I have to say that. First 5-0 was, of course, pretty nice, but I think then I went like 2-3 twice or something like this, so I still gained elo with this team. It's still the team that got HouseStark to rank 5 in the world, but of course HouseStark just won a regional. He is an insanely good battler, so like there is also the skill issue here, of course, for me. Actually, I don't really like, before I was like pretty sure that I'm still kind of lead battler or whatever, but right now I'm not sure, to be honest. I do a lot of mistakes, I do a lot of things which I could do differently. I'm not even an expert yet, and I'm of course chilling and using a different team every time, which is of course one thing that going to hurt this a long time, but still, I don't know how good I am. I'm going to try to compete in a lot of tournaments this like in general, like this time there, because I kind of want to go to Japan. Japan is a cool city, so I have to try to get a little bit better, definitely, because I'm kind of rusty. I haven't really been trying to be good at this game for, I think, since season 3, where I hit like rank 1, since I basically started doing content creation. It's not really my main goal anymore to hang on the leaderboards at like first place or whatever and have queue times of 10 to 15 minutes. So yeah, that's just priorities changed. So also my gameplay might not be as good as it was in the beginning, to be honest. I kind of have to try to get used to it. Maybe I do some tournament, I'm not sure. Here, Overqwil is a very cool Pokemon. It's basically the same typing as a little mug, so you're going to be able to hardwall the Trevenant. But sadly, I make a very interesting play here by staying in for way too long, I guess. They can go for some Seed Bombs. I can go for an Overqwil now, and I should have another Overqwil for the incoming Pokemon now, which we will be able to KO with this, and this is going to be a good game again. As we see the next opponent now, we will see that they have a Sylveon in the lead. Horrible lead, of course, for us. We can swap out. I think it was a Quick Attack version again, if I didn't, if I saw it correctly. We get hardwalled immediately again with the Swampert. There's nothing we can do here. And yeah, Sylveon Swampert is a common core, to be honest, because Swampert going to be able to destroy those steel types and also the poison types like the Nidoqueen. So the Sylveon plus Swampert core is pretty common, or like in general, Fairy plus Swampert. But yeah, they can go for another Earthquake here. It's kind of tricky now. We have one close combat stored. We can swap into our Charizard. But yeah, it's a Quick Attack version, and we see a Warring coming in. It's basically impossible to win this game. Like literally, there was hardwall and hardwall and hardwall. There was nothing I can do in this game at all. They are just having a perfect answer to my entire team. So this stuff like this just happens as well. Like this is just Go Battle League. Hard counter matchups are just a thing, and there is nothing that really will change it. They're actually going to go and let this move go through, I think, as far as I know. Yeah, because they know that their Sylveon will just be able to farm me down with Quick Attack now. Charm would also still farm me down at this point, so it doesn't really matter that they have Quick Attack, to be honest. Of course, yeah, it's neutral now, but Charm still does so much damage, it literally doesn't matter, to be honest. But yeah, they can just go ahead, go for another charge move here, and game is over anyway. I can go ahead and go for one close combat if I want to, but I can just go and forfeit as well. Next opponent, we see a Toxicroak in the lead. Kind of neutral, we see a Snorlax coming in, which is kind of nice. Against Snorlax, maybe I should swap into Overqwil faster because their fast move is resisted, but here I can just go ahead and go for one close combat, get this thing a little bit lower, and I should put him into range for one Dark Pulse after some Poison Jab damage here now as well. So I think this is actually the better play to play like how I played it here, because I get a guaranteed shield or KO the Snorlax with my Kommo-o. Let's see, we definitely didn't overfarm way too much here. That's kind of annoying, to be honest, as they go for one superpower and the Toxicroak comes back in. So we kind of misplayed this. We should have thrown away earlier, and it would have been way better for us. But we can at least now align our Charizard against this one. We can farm him all the way down because our Charizard, of course, is going to be able to take this move here. I can just shield up the Sludge Bomb and we will be able to do some pretty nice damage now with our Blast Burn. Let's see what they have in the back. They're going to go back into the Snorlax. We can go ahead and go for one bait here with the Dragon Claw. Let's see what they want to shield. We will never know. Let's see. Okay, we saw some lag here, cool, but still doesn't affect my gameplay at all. You see that they're going to let this move go through. We can go ahead and go for one Blast Burn, and we will be able to now go for just the Dragon Claw down, as with the Dragon Claw going to do enough damage to KO him here, so they have to shield it. And actually, I'm going to shield this move up as well. I should be able to win CMP against a Walrein, and I should be pretty fine now winning this game with this Dragon Claw and some more fast move damage with the Wing Attack. So, good game there. Very well played, as we see another Sylveon lead. So many charm users. Hey, this time around they actually have the correct fast move. Sick. We see a swap in that's not really a perfect swap in for me. We see a Blaziken, which definitely doesn't want to get hit by an Overqwil, so it's pretty fine for me. I should be able to realign my Pokemon in the two-shit scenario here. I can go ahead and go for an Overqwil. This Overqwil going to be able to actually KO them already. And let's see what they're going to go into now. As Blaziken was not the answer, they go back into their Sylveon. We can go ahead and go for an Overqwil, which is going to put him around like half health range, as we can now go into our Charizard and try to farm all the way down, as we can take one charge move here. Let's see what they're going to have in the back. It's going to be a Walrein, and I hate my life again. Why is everybody so prepared for Kommo-o? It's just insane. Like, everybody is super prepared for Kommo-o. There's always like a Walrein and a Charm user on every single team, so Kommo-o literally doesn't have a good time here, as we have to shield this move up, and like at this point of time there's not really a way of winning this, as we cannot even KO them in time with our fast moves. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit tough. We have to go for the Wing Attack down, but they're going to get to another move anyway. Right or wrong? Just barely getting there. I think they were just at the charge move after their charm there. So we should be pretty fine here, as we see the next opponent having Kommo-o against Gallade now. Kind of tricky, of course, but we can swap out immediately. All the energy of Gallade is kind of wasted on my Pokemon in the back, which is going to be the Charizard. All the fast moves are kind of wasted on my Pokemon here, which is a Dark type, the Overqwil. And Overqwil going to be able to do some pretty nice damage against this Lapras or some Dark Pulse, so we should be pretty okay-ish here, as we can shield up the incoming Surf and go for some Overqwils. I think this does not KO, and I think this was a mistake, because they're going to shield this. That's very nice. I can go for another one here, which doesn't KO them, I think. So yeah, that's kind of okay still. We can farm down with our Kommo-o, and we see the Gallade coming back in. We can go into our Charizard, as we see our Walrein approaching now. Walrein, we just go straight for the Blast Burn and see if they want to let this move go through. They want to let this move go through, which now means I should be able to take one and farm all the way down with my Charizard, maybe even. Let's see. I definitely didn't throw the charge move here, so I can just farm all the way down now. And I will be able to go for at least a one Dragon Claw against this Gallade, maybe two. That would be very nice. Can we take one charge fast move there? We cannot, and can they KO this with the Kommo-o here with one Dragon Claw? We are not going to be able to, and they can go for one close combat, and this will KO us. So very close game there. That sad that we didn't win, that we didn't survive the one fast move with our Charizard there. This would have definitely flipped the match there, but it's fine, as we see a Crobat coming in here. Crobat's charge moves are all resisted by my Say Swap here, which is going to be the Overqwil, but Overqwil cannot really do as much damage back, so I had to do some damage here prior with my Dragon type there. As we can now take all the charge moves, we can go ahead and go for one Overqwil and try to farm all the way down, trying to gain some extra energy, try to get my Overqwil a little bit lower so they cannot farm me down for too much energy either. And now we can still go for some very good charge moves here with our Overqwil against this incoming Crustle. Crustle doesn't really enjoy those fast charge moves there, as we can now go back into our Dragon type there. And we see the Slowbro coming in here. Shadow Slowbro will definitely not appreciate those Dragon Claws. Getting the first shield here, we're going to be able to outspeed them, but also they do a lot of damage with their fast moves, so it's going to be a very close match here at the end. We can go for more fast moves here and charge moves with our Charizard, getting the final shield by them already. and we can still hit one Dragonclaw. They can farm us down now, but this Dragonclaw should put them into range where we can farm down with our Kommo-o. They're going to swap out now into their Crustle. We can go for one Dragonclaw and we should be able to KO them here, trying to farm them down now with our Kommo-o. We have to let this move go through, and if we can farm this one down, we will be able to win the game, and we will be. So that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. See you next one. Have a great rest of your day. Very cool team there, but maybe sometimes a little bit tricky to play around.